Welcome to another episode of the show, Retro Lunacy. So, if you have been watching every episode, you might be wondering, like, wait a minute. I thought Jessica was lost in the darkness. Or some kind of dark presence. Partial spoilers. Well, past me, left hints to that. Because this is future Jessica. I'm from even further in the future of the timeline you all are watching from. Where's Game Gear? Hold on. They changed seats. Okay. Rocking the super wide gear, which doubles as a great display stand, by the way. They're gonna watch. They're still searching for past me.
Wait, if past you required future you to save them, how did they become future you to begin with?
Why, yes. That's a valid question. It's a bit of a Star Trek First Contact situation going on, where... Okay. The disc is already in the Saturn. Because, like, obviously, well, wait, how could future you already exist if future you had to come back to the past to save the timeline in which past you, which is present Jessica to you, like, if she wouldn't survive without the intervention of her future self, how did she stay alive in the first place in order for her future self to exist? Because, unfortunately, the dark forces that past Jessica unleashed did not stop at the Vortex Queen or the Marker. And, unfortunately, future Jessica has to deal with other malevolent entities that are trying to toy with the timeline. So I have to come back and help. And also, but in doing so, I kind of help past Jessica's Vectrex and or YouTube show move forward through the lull while they're in the dark place.
Nothing can save her YouTube channel.
So, I mean, I'll take any excuse to play X-Men vs. Street Fighter on SEGA Saturn. Let's just be clear. But Apocalypse is one of the forces that is trying to meddle in y'all's present, my past. So. But X-Men vs. Street Fighter, this was the one Japan exclusive on Saturn. It got a Western release on PlayStation, but we don't talk about that one. But even the Sony and Nintendo biased Game Informer went out of their way to cover this and the incredible 4MB RAM card and what it could do. And it was always like, I hate to use the term grail, I hate using collector speak, but it was always kind of like, wow, this was like the one seemingly untouchable thing on the Japanese Saturn that I was always like, wow, it'd be so cool to play that. That must be one of the few imports that's exclusive, or games exclusive to Japan that would be an import. Little did I know at that time. It's like, oh, this must be one of the few, right? No, there's like 800 software titles locked to Japan. We're gonna leave this on the default settings because I know how, especially future me, I know even better how this channel works. See, I purposely have not brought back to the past with me any of the cool things that I learned how to do with the channel. Past me has to figure that out for herself. I'm just here to save y'all from Apocalypse and possibly some Time Splitters. I don't know if any have escaped containment, but Oh, which waifus do I pick? Ugh. Storm or Rogue? Ugh. Ugh. It's so difficult. But yeah, like, when I play this game for fun, I can 1 credit clear it. On default. Difficulty at least, but... I know what happened. When the cameras roll, dumb shit happens, okay? And I go from looking, like, semi-competent in 2D fighters, well, to just looking terrible. As if I'm playing Virtua Fighter, because I am terrible at Virtua Fighter. Spent all these years being like, oh, I'm okay at 3D fighters, at least. Then I play Virtua Fighter, it's like, nope. That was like, would you kiss yourself scenario, and I'm kind of like, well, if you're Rogue, clearly you do. Aww. What a babe. Look how awesome this is. Like, the stage transitions, the music transitions, the tag in, tag out. It's like, ooh. Rogue kissing Storm. Be still, my queer heart. Good night, sugar.
Good night, sugar.
You know you like to watch a 2 Game Gear. Oh, and those legs. See, future Jessica is even more open with her affections and interests. It's great. That's how you're supposed to be. Like, why be shy about these things, you know? Love what you love. Which, for me, is not just beautiful ex-ladies and Street Fighter gals, but also the SEGA Saturn. I mean, Capcom, to their credit, they did make this game, and a lot of other 2D fighters with licenses that a lot of us, I think, thought were like, oh, there's no way they'll ever bring it back because of all the licenses involved. But, like, actually have made this available, which is great. I'm sure it plays great on modern systems, but I will always prefer it on Saturn. Come on. I'm not even using the arcade stick like I should be, but the standard Saturn pad is so good for 2D fighters, it's like... Except I still struggle to get the timing right for Chun-Li's spinning bird kick. Or am I tripping and it's not in this game? And it was the move I just did instead.
Here you go. Power drain.
Dang it. You see, okay.
Sometimes it's just sad watching her play, isn't it? I mean, she's trying, but...
Power drain.
See, I did make one other recording of this, just as, like, test the waters and see how it went. At some point during that, I either thought or said, gosh, wouldn't it be cool if Rogue could actually steal other people's powers? And she can, but... When you do that, the throw, and she does the kiss... She steals powers. Which is awesome!
Let's go, bub. Ready!
Alright, Wolverine, you're a badass, but even you cannot withstand the might of Chun-Li's eyes. I'm sorry.
Real claw.
I really do like you, Logan. But
Drill claw.
except when I mess up. Super.
Tornado claw.
Here you go. Get ready.
Tornado claw. Drill claw. Drill claw.
Oh no, Cammy's attacking me with overpriced Dreamcast games. Get out of here. Watch out. Epic.
Tornado claw.
Here you go.
Tornado claw. Drill claw.
Just trying to give you a kiss, sugar.
Tornado claw. Drill. Drill claw. Tornado claw.
I just missed.
Tornado claw. Drill claw.
The music's so good too. And because I'm from the future, I have played the X-Men vs. Street Fighter arcade cabinet. It is awesome! But I'll still prefer to always play it on Saturn. I don't care if it does happen to be missing a few bits of frame data, like... I don't think it is. I think the Megabyte cart carried everything over. But if it's missing anything, it's so minor, it's like... If you're that much of a purist, just save up money for a year and buy the damn arcade cabinet.
Oh look, her snide remark caused the camera to freeze.
Ow. Ow! Overkill.
Power drain.
Wow, really? That was a... Oh, come on. Why are you being so OP?
It took her that long to notice that the camera feed was frozen. Oh my gosh. Even in the future, she hasn't learned her lessons, has she?
Wow, it appears there was a space gremlin there for a minute. Alright. As much as I love Rogue, I think this is a sign I should have picked Storm from the beginning. And also, don't underestimate Zangief again. Wow. Because I got fixated on like, oh, I wonder what happens when you steal Zangief's powers. We'll find... Future me will find that out even further into the future, okay? We have an episode to make. For the audience, so that, you know... Apocalypse's meddlings don't ruin Poor Past Jessica's channel. While Game Gear, VMU, and friends are searching for casting. stop.
Power.
Get wrecked. Oh, come on. Why are you guys being so OP all of a sudden? See, this is exactly what I meant. Because, like, again, for fun, I either one credit cleared on default, or maybe only have to continue, like, once. Cameras rolling, even for future Jessica, who is slightly better at 2D fighters than past Jessica. Slightly. And shenanigans. Although, I don't think I've ever fought Zangief and Juggernaut paired. That is a pretty ridiculously powerful pairing. It is also slightly disorienting, maybe it's just me, to fight a character the size of Juggernaut. So I feel like I have to think about the hitbox a lot more. Get wrecked already, dude. That's how we do it. No laughing from the Game Gear 8-bit peanut gallery. Okay, I guess you can laugh a little bit. Because I know how things turn out. You don't have a right to be mad at me, but you do have a right to be mad at past Jessica. So, I'll give you that.
You don't get to tell me when to laugh, or
Still
when to make fun of you, or any version of you.
Cajun strike. Cajun slash. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Cajun strike. Kinetic card.
A great rendition of Ken's theme. Ken's timing was unfortunate. Oh, look at those legs. Ugh. Alright, evil doers. Bow before your queens.
Ready. Fight! First attack! Good! Be gone! Disruptor! Disruptor!
Damn. Did you just die with Big Magneto? Look how little health you have.
All those failed fireballs, it was hard to watch. That's what happens when you don't have a 1 and a 2 button.
He's squirrely for his size. What is going on with the camera now? Okay. Oh my gosh. Pass Jessica. You're set up. Poor girl, still working with that camera. Like, the camera itself is capable of doing some okay things, but like, it's got that USB cable that's like, oh, if you touch me just ever so slightly during recording, we're going to completely malfunction. Very unprofessional. But I can't reveal like how the channel's going to change or improve. I'm just here to keep things moving. To minimize, again, like Star Trek First Contact situation, minimize the disruption to the past. Which, you know. Which would be easier if I was getting through X-Men vs. Street Fighter faster. And with more elegance. It's also really hot here in the past. annoying.
Oh! Typhoon!
Even in this cute little romper, I'm still kind of like, Herb throw, Magneto, you deserve nothing less.
Magnetic Tempest.
Lightning storm! Oh! 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 Typhoon! 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 Oh! Typhoon!
Get wrecked, Magneto!
Storm, win!
Well, I don't know, even future me hasn't... Wait, has she?
Oh!
Well, has played X-Men on Game Gear, but... Did it get a Master System conversion? I have to check. Just because I'm the future doesn't mean I know everything. I just know a little bit more than past Jessica. Alright, this is why we're here.
Ready.
Now, since Apocalypse came from the future to try to disrupt things, instead of Apocalypse Now, is it Apocalypse Then? Apocalypse cannot withstand the power of Chun-Li's legs. I probably should be using the arcade stick, but, you know, the Saturn pad is amazing. And it's a little quieter for recording purposes, but the Sega OEM arcade stick is incredible.
I think future Jessica has set a record for how many times she's repeating herself in a video. For all Jessicas, I guess.
Hell yeah, see, that's how you do it.
Storm, win!
Just, you know, disregard how badly I did against Zangief and Juggernaut.
I disregard your disregard.
Queen versus Queen. Who do we root for? I mean, either way we win, but...
Ready. Fight!
Typhoon! Typhoon!
Look at the animation, too. It's just incredible.
Typhoon! 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 Oh! Typhoon! 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 Typhoon!
I mean, if you're just gonna hold back Chun-Li, I will chip damage you to death. Like, it's not... it's not a classy way to win, but...
Oh! Typhoon! Oh! Typhoon! Oh! Typhoon! Oh! Typhoon! Oh! Oh! Typhoon! 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 Cooking! 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 Oh! Oh! Yes! Lightning storm! Kentucky! Kentucky! Oh! Yes! Typhoon! Oh!
We'll have to figure out how to do that move. That was sweet.
Typhoon! Typhoon! Cooking! Kentucky! Oh! Typhoon! Typhoon! Lightning storm! Kentucky!
Oh, come on.
KO!
Okay.
Storm, win!
Hey, either way, the Queen wins, right? Yeah. Okay. So, who's Gambit rescuing in the background? Is that Sakura and then a Dan? Ugh, forget the name of the guy Storm is embracing. And I just saw his action figure in the future. Somewhere where I was window shopping for action figures. Yay! Now, future me has the big box for this, because, see, it doesn't have a backing art, because this copy came from a bigger box that originally had a 4MB RAM card in it. See, it's not the end of the world, it's just cool to have this. Like, I'm grateful that even past me has this in the Retro Space Library and Arcade. But future me does find a box to put that in. Because it deserves to have, you know, all the artwork and all that stuff. But the manual is incredible. Beautiful artwork, full color illustrations. Japanese manuals are just, like, absolutely destroy the Western ones in quality. Thank you for playing. You know we love that in the future and the past. Thanks, Capcom. Even if you did put out the Resident Evil 10 remake before the original, forgive you. See, this feels a little unfair, because I happen to know that the first place score were a few extra continues burned. I would have thought that would reset the score. What do I know about anything?
This is X-Men versus Street Fighter.
It's good to have confirmation. And, like, how excited the announcer is about the game. It is on 2... It defaults to 2-star difficulty. Okay, it goes all the way up to 8. Okay. Alright, I'm a scrub at 2D fighters. At least when the camera's rolling. But it's so fun. It's so good. I know for most of you, there's more accessible ways to play this, and that's fine, but I always prefer it on Saturn. Again, to repeat myself, even the Sony and Nintendo biased media of 1997, that was ready to write the Saturn off as done and dusted, was like, whoa, this is incredible! I hope we get the 4MB RAM cart in the West. A certain Bernie Stolar said no to that. Alright, did you have fun watching Game Gear? Again, just trying to preserve things here. I could have gone the extra mile and done, like, the new intro and the new stuff that the channel's gonna... Oh, I said too much already? Shh. You're just supposed to help ask Jessica get out of the dark presence. Well, and VMU helps too, and other things, but, you know, again, I can't reveal too much.
What a tease.
So the only other thing that I might have to do while I'm here in my past, your present, but also somebody's future, I don't know. We might have to deal with some time splitters. Did I say that already? Well, it's worth saying again. Because again, like, lots of never-do-wells have been unleashed by, you know, us playing around with the confluence between space-time and dimension. And you all would have been so lucky for it to stop with the Vortex Queen and the marker, but oh no. But that's for you all watching in the present to discover, for Game Gear to discover, and for me to reflect on. As lessons learned, and I'm a better person. But I still have to fight some stuff. And even though the bad timeline is able to get better, dumbass tech bros have still unleashed Dire 51, so I gotta deal with that too. If you know, you know.
That has to be the weirdest Let's Play any of you have ever watched.